is going on, H0rr0rr? This is your boy H0rr0rr Gamer back with another video for you. And in this video, as you can see by the title, is another H0rr0rr Gamer reviews video for you because I know how much you love them. And in this video, it's a decent one. It actually took me by surprise. This movie actually really took me by surprise, and we're definitely going to get into it. But before I get into it, I need y'all, if you haven't seen it, because you know your boy H0rr0rr Gamer's videos have spoilers all day, every day. So if you haven't seen the movie, pause this, go check the movie out, come back, and we can get into it. I'll wait. All right. Now that all those disclaimers are out of the way, anything from here on out is it. It's on you. So if you haven't guessed by the title of the video already, I'm gonna be doing today's review on Haunt. Now Haunt, all right, I had to do my research on Haunt. So the Rotten Tomato scores for this movie is actually pretty decent. It got a 71%. So the critics are kind of liking this one a little bit. I can see why. Also, the Google user score actually is an 88%. So a lot of people are liking this movie. A lot of people. This movie came out September 13th, 2019. So it's actually a pretty decent movie that came out very recently. New horror nowadays isn't as good as the old stuff. So, but this one wasn't too bad. And it was directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. And if you don't know these guys, their claim to fame, believe it or not, they were each co-writers on the movie A Quiet Place. So, Bill H0rr0rr Gamer didn't care for A Quiet Place, so I was actually kind of shocked when this movie turned out to be so good. Now, let's get into the people who play these characters, okay? So, Katie Stevens plays Harper. You might know her from the movie Polaroid. She plays Avery. Will Britton, you might know him from Skull Kong Island. He actually played young Marlowe in that movie. He plays Bailey. Andrew Caldwell, you might know him from iZombie. I don't know. He plays Harley Johns on iZombie. He plays Evan in this movie. H0rr0rr0rgam3r. She's really known for that new show. It's called God Friended Me. She plays Angela in this movie. Skylar Helford, she's from a show called The Middle. Well, she plays Mallory. And then Philip Johnson Richardson, he's best known from Chicago PD. He plays Ty Hoffman. Alright, so the movie's about a group of friends that go to this extreme haunted house, and all chaos, all hell breaks loose. And let me tell you something, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. This movie, it shocked me how good it was. So basically, plot of the story: 6 friends go to this extreme haunted house. And if you don't know what an extreme haunted house is, it is an attraction that opens up around Halloween, where people can actually touch you. You have to sign waivers to get in, because they could really fuck with you. There was a news broadcast. I forget what it was. It was just this past year. There was this extreme haunted house, I think, somewhere in Mexico or something like that, where they pay you like 10 grand or something if you can last the night, but they really fucked you up, and it's like human torture. So basically, that's what this movie's about, is one of those kind of extreme haunted houses, but it's a group of murderers who are running this haunted house. And what I loved about it was each of the murderers were different in their own way, but they had masks on. But they fucked their faces up to almost look like the mask. Like you had a clown, you had a witch, you had like a devil, and then you had this guy who his face just wasn't there. Like he cut his nose off and stuff. And they would basically mutilate their body to look like the mask. So when they didn't have the mask, they still looked scary as shit. And the kill scenes in this movie, by God, there was a kill in this movie where the dude stuck his hammer in my man's mouth and pulled up, ripping my man's face off. Shit was sick, bro. There was another kill where a witch took a hot fire poker, got the girl right here in the temple, and put it right through. There was also another kill from the devil character that took a rake and just right through the girl's face and dead. So what I liked about the movie was it was them just taking them out one by one in just serious ways, and them they're trying to get through this haunted house, and each room of this haunted house is just a little bit worse until you get to the ending where the main girl goes into this room that's like a child's room, and she goes under the bed and she starts having flashbacks of when she was a kid, grabs the key and goes to unlock the door, and as she unlocks the door, there's a fucking shotgun at the end of the door at the exit, rigged to fucking shoot you. After boom, you get shot. So she gets shot in the shoulder. Then the devil guy's chasing her, and she smartens up. She's listening to it, lifts him up, shoots him in the head, kills him. So as these murderers are murdering her friends, her and the other guy end up surviving, and they end up taking them out one by one. So the devil guy gets shot in the head. The guy with no nose, he gets beat with a fucking bat. Oh man, there's so many good kills. But my favorite part of the movie would have to be, I'd say, the end, where after she escapes this haunted house, the clown, who's, I guess he's like the ringleader of this group of serial killers, he goes after this girl, and he goes to her house, and he kicks in the door, you know what I mean, he's the only one left, kicks in the door, and walks in, but when he walks in, he gets stuck. She rigged up a trap of, like, I guess it's like tar or something. They used it in a haunted house. She ended up getting stuck on it, and then he steps on it, he's getting stuck, and then you hear the dun 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 dun, and he looks up, and he's trying to get off, and he pulls himself off quick, and he falls down, and when he falls, she has this rig of like nails, and it goes through his hand, and she stepped on a fucking nail. Like I said, she took his ideas from the funhouse and basically made a funhouse from hell for him, but he doesn't get past the entrance. The end of the movie, she comes up next to him, and she has the gun, and he's like, fuck, and she looks at him, she's like, let's take that mask off. Push, blows his fucking head off. Credits. And I'll tell you one thing about the credits. That's just as magical as the movie, because I've never heard Rob Zombie's Dragula sung with such beauty in my life as it was in these credits. So the kills were amazing. The characters were okay. The characters were kind of lovable. The serial killers, the way they looked, were awesome. The gore was awesome. The way people were killed. I'm not giving you every kill scene. You got to go watch it. I don't want to ruin it all for you. Definitely, the gore was good. And that last track for Rob Zombie's Dragula at the end won me over. Not only was the movie great, but that song was awesome too. So I'd probably have to say I'd have to give Haunt a 9 out of 10. Wasn't a perfect movie, but damn, it was close. It was such a good movie. You definitely got to go check it out. It's a Shudder exclusive, so if you have the Shudder service, definitely jump in there and check it out. I recommend it 100,000%. Give it a shot, because I know you'll enjoy it, especially if you like good gore effects, good cheesy slashers. You'll love it, trust me. So with all that being said, Horror Horde, this has been your boy Horror Gamer. Hope you enjoyed this review. Didn't really give you much because I want you to watch it, but I gave you enough. So until next time, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, I love you guys. Thank you for watching this, and remember, there's big things coming to the channel. So don't forget to subscribe and click the dingly ding ding button. That way you're never in the dark when the videos come, because there's some good stuff coming. Trust me. So with all that being said, Horror Horde, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, I love you. And don't forget, don't fear the darkness.